Oh, there. Okay. Guess who's back? Oh man, I miss streaming. I miss streaming, to be honest. I really, really, really miss streaming. And to be quite honest with you, it really sucks to, it really, really sucks to get sick.
Hey, no, be quiet, you. Oh, meow.
No. So, oh, guess who's back, baby? Guess who's back? If you've noticed the song, yeah. The song is actually an 8-bit version of Without Me by Eminem. And then it was actually remixed by 8-bit Universe. So, yeah. Let's check them out. Okay. This is a rogue stream again. Yet again. No schedule. And why am I doing a stream out of my regular schedule of Wednesday and Thursday? Let me tell you. It all started way back December. If you excuse me, if you have, give me a moment. Awesome. Okay, if you've been following my Facebook page, Honest Impressions, I actually stopped streaming around last week of December, and the main reason for that is because back then, I actually had an anxiety attack, and my psychiatrist said that I need at least a week to rest. So meaning, that's complete rest. Don't do anything, just rest. And that's what I did. So that's why last week of December I didn't stream anything up until now. The main reason why I'm just streaming today is because I was infected by COVID. I know it's not the most easiest topic to discuss, but for me, I think everyone should know the reason why from my very long absence. Okay. Where to start? I already started, sorry. Okay. So first week of the what's that? Okay. Second week of January. Happy New Year, everyone. It was around December 10 when I started feeling well. I felt that there's something wrong with me. I had a really high fever, and then I took some medicine back then. And then when I asked someone, I want to ask one of the people here in our home temperature, which is this one. My temperature was around 37.7. Means I had a high fever. And then around January 11, I took upon myself to get myself consulted because from what in my mind is, it's just fear. Mm-hmm. Give me a moment. Okay, sorry about that. And thank you, Hal. I know you're watching, Hal. Okay, going back. I got myself a schedule for a teleconsultation. So I told my symptoms about with additional coughing and body aches, and the doctor that saw me said that I need to get myself the RT-PCR test. That way, we can confirm that what I have was COVID. And then around I think it's around Wednesday, January 12 or 13. Maybe no, it's actually, yeah, I think it's January 13. When I got myself swabbed around in the medical city here, and then like it's really quite painful, especially if you have a sore throat. So no. And to be quite honest with you, I was really quite scared because first, when I got myself swabbed, I I actually gagged. Because, as I mentioned, sore throat. And then, when they got the thingy, for the nose, it really went down my throat. I think it's up until maybe here or here. I don't quite remember. Maybe around here, or maybe around here. And well, when the nurse pulled it out, there was quite a little bit of blood. The real. I got scared, to be honest. I really got scared. When I saw that, I really got scared. But my sister said that she's a nurse, and she said even though it has a little bit of blood, it's fine. You don't have to be afraid. But took the test in the morning, and then around evening, it was confirmed that I was positive. It's really, because honestly, it's really depressing. It's really quite depressing. Really quite depressing that I had COVID. But the place I work with is supportive in regard to. They're really quite supportive in people that have been infected. So I'm really quite. I'm really quite thankful for them for helping me recover. And to be quite honest, I actually have a list of the days that I had when days that I had been quarantined. I think it's I think it's almost a total of almost no, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, I that I was home isolated. 2 weeks. Even though I'm pretty much accustomed to, you know, staying in my room all day, it's actually quite different when you can easily get bored in terms of what you're going to do. Even though, yes, I have my computer here, actually, it's really quite discouraging sometimes. Quite discouraging that you don't know what to do. You just you just want to go get out of your room sometimes and get some fresh air, because my room is quite isolated. No windows. Just the door. Just the freaking door. That's why I had to pause my stream for quite a bit, because my sister took some clothes then. Anyways. Even though I'm isolated, I easily get bored. I actually have plans on what to do. Actually, I was actually planning a lot of things to get, just to get by when you're sick. But all those plans was good. All I did, during my quarantine is just watch YouTube, watch some series, and then watch some animes. That's it. Not very fruitful. Although, yes, I'm sick, so maybe it's the fever coming in my brain. I don't know. It's just that sometimes, especially my condition, they easily get bored. Luckily, Monster Hunter Rise was released around January 13. So played a little bit of Monster Hunter, and then I just stopped for quite a bit because, to be honest with you, I want to play with someone. In Monster Hunter Rise. I'm being honest here. I want to play with someone in Monster Hunter. That's why I stopped for a while, and maybe in the near future I may be asking for a couple of people to collab with me to play the game. Anyways, I watched a couple of series and a couple of movies. Because if you don't want to play games, you just watch something in the internet. And one of those, and I was actually able to watch Spider-Man: No Way Home, albeit not legally. Well, what can I do? I'm sick, and I have nothing else to do. So I watched Spider-Man: No Way Home, and no spoiler. No spoiler. A review here, short review. It's pretty much like the first Avenger movie. That's the feeling of watching Spider-Man: No Way Home, um, especially seeing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield back in their suit. That was awesome. That was awesome. And there's actually a lot. There's actually a lot I want to say about Spider-Man: No Way Home, but from what I'm guessing, a lot of you hasn't watched it yet, so I'm going to zip my lip and not going to say anything. So next movie, Shang-Chi. I actually watched Shang-Chi, and to be quite honest, no. And to be quite honest with you, Shang-Chi is quite the movie. Yeah, even if you remove the Marvel tag and you just remove the name of Shang-Chi into the 10 rings, I'm still going to watch it. Action was decent, story was decent, and I have to say, it's quite action packed for a Marvel movie, for just one protagonist. Sometimes, because sometimes the most action packed filled regarding movies of Marvel tends to have more actors, more protagonists. More protagonists. And Shang-Chi was able to deliver something that was really quite unexpected. And I was actually expecting. Oh no! They were actually able to retcon the Mandarin. They're actually able to retcon the Mandarin. And the silly part about Shang-Chi? It's pretty much like other. Yeah, he's pretty much your typical average guy who's working a decent job, and then suddenly, boom! You're an action star. That's what I feel. That's actually what I feel about Shang-Chi. You're living a quiet life, and then suddenly someone actually tried to kill you. Magic, hocus pocus. Okay, enough about Marvel movies. Let's talk about the trailer of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, because it's quite a spectacle for a trailer. And if you watch What If, which I'm going to talk about later, he's just going to say, the evil Doctor Strange at the end of the movie is not Strange Supreme. There, I said it. Okay. So, moving on to Marvel series. Let's start with Loki. And I have to say, I have to say, I'm oh, I'm actually quite impressed on how they were able to play the multiverse. You know? That it's not just that you move a chair, suddenly something changes in the universe and the current present. No, they were actually able to, they were actually able to show that, no, actually able to show how one minor, not just one minor event, not moving a chair. What I meant for a minor event is that one small change, and in a certain universe, in the sacred timeline, to branch out. Actually, they pretty much explained it in, I think, episode 1 or... Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, episode 1. Actually, actually, they were able to explain it in it. Anyways, one major event that one minor event that will change, that will branch out, and that will be a universe on itself. That's actually pretty impressive that they were able to somehow explain it in a scientific way. Because remember, the many worlds theory suggests that there is not one Earth. There's not one Earth. There are multiple Earths, multiple universes. That is in, that maybe I don't know. It's complicated. Just search it. Anyways, I was actually pretty impressed on how Loki is the low-key hero. A low-key protagonist in that series, because they can never expect Loki, the 2012 Loki, to be heroic. We know that in past Marvel movies that yes, he is the god of mischief. He will create chaos in everything he touches. So I was actually impressed on how on how they made Loki 2012 Loki be somewhat the Loki hero, like I mentioned earlier, because when he discovered what happened, and discovered everything that is supposed to happen and that will happen, he tried to stop his version, variant, Sylvie.
Meow. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Kitty. And here's the bad little cat that's meowing.
Meow. Meow.
I was actually quite impressed that they were able to balance everything with all of the Lokis. That's all the version of Lokis that was made thus far. From Kid Loki, for Old Man Loki, to Barbarian Loki, I don't know, Presidential Loki. Quite impressed. And I'm most impressed that with the range Tom Hiddleston, because it's not that easy to play yourself in multiple in multiple ways. That's it. Hey Manny, what's up? Meow.
No, kid. No.
Hi Manny, thank you for watching. Okay. I'm not going to say anything else regarding the Loki, the series. You have to watch it if you want to know more. Okay, going to What If. That's how I watched it. Since the sacred timeline has already been broken, I think it's the best way. I think it's the best way to watch. Anyways, actually, here's what I'm actually quite impressed with the with What If. They were actually able to create certain scenarios that will make any fanfic writers feel. But I'm honest with you, what if it's filled of what if it's filled with fanfiction? And we're not just the one. And I have to say this: there's, as far as I can as far as we can tell, there's only one watcher.
Oi! No!
There's only one watcher. Wadu. Is that Wadu? I forgot the name. Sorry. But I think in one of the end credits in one of the Marvel movies, Stan Lee was actually talking to a group of watchers. He's not only watcher who observes a multiverse. And I'm just going to skip some of the episodes and going straight to the What If for Doctor Strange. He loses his hands, heart, because that is the one variant that I'm actually quite impressed with. Strange Supreme. He's so powerful that he was able to create, was able to create own pocket dimension, even though his universe was destroyed. Really quite impressed. Because he's been absorbing multiple multiple magical creatures for centuries, and somehow able to break the absolute point. And to be quite honest, with how powerful that version of Strange Supreme is, I'm going to guess that he may appear in the Multiverse of Madness, but he's not the one at the. But he's not that evil-looking Doctor Strange at the end of the trailer. No, he's not that, because remember, he's currently imprisoned on his own doing. So currently staying a giant crystal ball in empty space. So I think we're going to see him in the multiverse of madness, but it's not going to be. I think he's. I think he won't have any significant role yet. Okay. Now, last of the Marvel series that I watch, Hawkeye. That series is an identity crisis in a nutshell. Because remember what happened in Endgame. He became Ronin. He became Ronin. Where he dispatches almost all the criminal organized crime, organized syndicate. He will eliminate a lot of people. He was able to make a lot of enemies. Ronin. No. Oh no. And I have to say, Hawkeye is actually one of my favorite Avengers. One of my favorites. First was Iron Man, second Hawkeye. And I have to say this. That last episode that shows the Kingpin. The Kingpin himself. Not a shocker. But I don't think he's dead yet. Because as far as I can tell, the last episode, the panning out, no, where we just saw a gunfire. I don't think that was directed to him. So I think we'll be seeing him in future Marvel project, and I hope that he does return, because he gave Daredevil a run for his money in the Netflix series. And I'm gonna say it. Daredevil, the Daredevil series. As you can tell, I'm a Marvel fanboy. Although I also watch DC from time to time. Mostly focus on Marvel. Okay, now I'm not going this whole thing will not be finished until I review a couple of animes that I have watched.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Okay, so we're going to start off with I think one of the animes that I have been wanting to watch for quite some time, and that is Ascendance of a Bookworm. You heard that right, Ascendance of a Bookworm. You know what? When I first heard the title Ascendance of a Bookworm, in my mind, it's just what I thought is that the protagonist main is going main's goal is to be a librarian in that fantasy world, and to be quite honest, I have never thought I would never thought that she will be she'll be using her modern knowledge. She'll be using her modern knowledge to create a book. Quite a long process. And each episode shows how she struggles to create paper, to create something that is close to written literature. And episode by episode, I'm quite hooked. I binge watched all 26 episodes. And it's quite enjoyable if you're one of those anime fans that want to watch a slice of life isekai. It's really quite enjoyable, and it's not that it's not your typical isekai where a lot of power fantasies yada yada yada. No, right, not that. We're shown that she's struggling with her everyday life because it's unlike any typical isekai where you're born in a rich family. I think this is one of those rare cases that she's born in a commoner's world. Right. She's living as a child of a commoner with a rare disease to add to that. It's really quite interesting on how the author was able to create that world building that slowly shows us the world from commoner to merchant life, temple life to nobility, one step at a time. And I actually just saw recently that there's going to be a season 3 of Ascendance of a Bookworm. So I'm actually quite excited. For that. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so next in the list of animes that I have watched, it's High School Prodigies Had It Easy in Another World. Yes, that is a mouthful of a title, but you're pretty much you pretty much know the plot of the anime that I'm going to discuss. There are 7 prodigies. That's in their still in their high school, but they're geniuses in certain fields. One is a genius in engineering. He has invented a lot of things that no one has ever seen before. Second, there's a merchant. There I say a financial guru. That's still in his high school. That's very well made. There's swordswoman. But like you're pretty much your average, your average easy guy. She can dodge bullets. She can dodge bullets. She can slice bullets. I don't know. It's just a keen warrior. Fourth, there's the high school doctor. Oh, let me rephrase that. A high school student medical doctor. That somehow was crazy in the head. Because the reason why I said that, because there's one episode that there was one episode where she lobotomized someone. And she did it in an erotic way somehow. But she didn't. Not in a way. Not in the way you're thinking, you perverts. It's just that she's she wants to defy. She wants to define a natural order of things. That's what she's doing. That's why she's a medical doctor prodigy. Then there's the magician. Which they made a god. Dang damn it. So, I have to say, he's mostly smokes and mirrors. Smokes and mirrors. But he does it in a way that will really shock you, and that is quite impressive. 6. A prodigy journalist who's also a ninja. A journalist plus a ninja. Actually, it's really quite fitting. Lastly, a prodigy politician. And here's the thing. He's been elected Prime Minister of Japan twice. Twice. And then later in the show, later in the series, they say he's saying to himself that he's a fraud. That- And everything that he's doing can be done by anyone. By which, I can say it's true. But the way he, the way he represents himself, his charisma, is something to behold. It is something to behold because no one is crazy enough. No one is crazy enough to run for the highest position and won it twice. No one is that crazy. Uh, and regarding to the story, I have to say, it's really quite enjoyable in terms of world building, because as far as I can tell, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to know more about the world, about everything around them, about all of the sophistications and nuances in their new world. They're trying to discover everything, and that's what I'm actually quite impressed, because what the anime showed us is pretty much like an intro. And it's going to be the same for the next anime that I'm going to talk about later, but it's actually the way the way they represent all of the high schoolers and showing their abilities from creating their own business. Creating a religion, or creating weapons, guns, grenades, and everything. And they even created, I think, small nukes, an atomic bomb. Pretty much it. All I'm going to say is they're just going to zoom right to the technology age and where they're currently staying. Zoom right to the modern age. And I'm not saying that lightly. Because where they're currently staying is, fantasy, magic. And none of them knows magic. And they're fighting people with magic. Oh gosh. Okay, so the last anime that I've recently watched, this is what I enjoyed the most, because there's quite a bit of a romance here and there. And there's, I saw a review that they're saying that the story is bland, the characters are bland, but much like what I said earlier about High School Prodigies, the first season, first 12 episodes, is just an intro for me. And the anime that I'm talking about here is The Wise Man's Grandchild. This is another easy guy, of course. But but here's what I really like about this show. It didn't have a harem, but although yes, you can see there's a little bit of power fantasy there, but Uh, as far as I can tell, he's using his modern age knowledge to and improving on how to use math. That's actually using. It actually has a magic. It actually has a that's pretty much, a hydrogen bomb. Pretty much a hydrogen bomb. That's how I see it. And the way, the pacing of the anime is quite slow. Really quite slow, but sometimes, but the relationship is really, it's really quite fast. Happened in a heartbeat. In a few episodes too. And much like what I said, it doesn't have a harem. The protagonist doesn't have a harem, and that's what I like. It's I'm just going to say it. It's pretty much the love story is pretty much like the chivalry of a field knight. That kind of relationship. That instead of being, being shunned by society, the protagonist is actually loved because his grandparents was actually hero. The only thing that I have gripes with is how they made and how they try to rush the romance part of the series. That's actually what I don't like. They rush the romance, although they are pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie. And the unique thing about this is, it's pretty much like any other animes that you can watch. That protagonist facing a mountain. No, this one is actually two mountains facing each other trying to put. That's what I see. Two big mountains is going to fight each other. And I'm actually quite disappointed that Silver Link not going to renew it for second season, because as far as when I was reading a review of The Wise Man's Grandchild, there's actually 17 volumes now, and it's still going. Hey, no. That's why I'm quite disappointed. Although it didn't actually have a really big fan base, and the light novel itself is the same. But I like the premise. Really like the premise. I actually want to see what's going to happen. I actually want to see what will happen regarding to the protagonist, the relationship that he has with his now fiance. Yes, I'm going to say it's his. That's it. I, I know. There's actually a lot of animes now that's where the protagonist and the love interest is actually getting married. So deal with it. but yes, I loved on really. I really love how I really love the pacing. If only Silverlink did it, created the Wise Man's Grandchild into 24 episodes. I think, I think the slowness of the series will be a nuance. Will be a nuance, and it will, and it will also create some character development of some of the side characters. That's how I see it, because it's a really good series. You guys really should try it out. And I think that's it. That's everything that I have done during my during my time while I was quarantined. That's all. That's all the short reviews that I can give. All of the shows that I have watched. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually missed it. Yes, you guys. I for one is actually not. I don't actually update that much regarding my personal life, because personal life. But sometimes I just wish that I could update you guys more. I really miss streaming. I really miss you guys. I really do. And with every small support that you give me is actually giving, it's actually it's actually giving me strength. Giving me strength, you know, to do more, to be more active. That's why I try my best to, you know, to stream from time to time. But for now, I think I'm going to take it slow for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just one stream is going to be like this. I'm going to talk, and then the next stream is going to be where I'm going to play a game. I'm going to play a game. Maybe I'm going to continue Doom Eternal, or I'm going to play a little bit of Monster Hunter Rise. I don't know. I don't plan things like this. you know, you guys know me. I always do rogue streaming. I don't do schedules. But maybe maybe around next month, I'll try to make a schedule, because next month there's a possibility that my work schedule is going to be changed. So there's going to be there's a possibility that's my day off will shift as well. So yeah, I'm just going to give you guys a heads up on that. But I will try to do more streaming. For where I'm from, I think I'm going to do some early day streaming. That way, I can interact with you more, so that you know, we can talk more. And the reason why I don't want to stream early in the morning, because a lot of people outside that, you know, that doesn't actually know that I'm streaming. They're just trying to think that I'm crazy just talking. I'm just talking to no one. But que sera. That's all I can say. Anyway, guys, I am back. More streams to come, more adventures, more craziness, and regarding honest impressions, I'm going to plan it. I'm going to plan it on when we're going to do the next episode of Honest Impressions. Just to be quite honest, I really miss talking to Hal, to Sacred, to Nico, to Omurice, to Manny. I miss talking to someone, to anyone, really, to be honest. Aside from my family, of course, I really miss talking to someone else. With that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys love what you see, please follow me on my Twitch channel, NoobTitan_, and do subscribe and like in my YouTube channel, NoobTitan_, and also like my Facebook page, Honest Impressions. I always do my updates in that. Yes, Hal, we have a show to do. We got a show to do. So, yeah. If you guys want to have more updates regarding on what's happening and regarding to my streaming, please do like my Facebook page, because I always do my updates there. I don't have Twitter. I don't want Twitter. I don't want any drama in Twitter, because Twitter is cancer. Although there are a lot of tasty artists there, so that's what I usually do in my personal time in Twitter. Also, I follow VTubers there. Yes, I follow VTubers there. Any drama? I want to create another Twitter account just for that. True Twitter culture. Anyways, my name is PM. I am the Noob Titan, and I will see you guys maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'll see you then.